In today's video, I want to analyze Serena Williams' best serve, in my opinion, the one that I enjoy watching the most, and that is her slice serve. So right here, let's just take a look at it. It's amazing what Serena has done with that slice serve over the years and how many points it has won her, both on the deuce and the ad side. And I'm going to show you some key points you can think about so that you can make your slice serve better. I mean, first of all, look where this thing is landing right there. Kind of short, but also deep in the box, but the angle is super impressive. So it's landing right there. Let's just track this thing and see where the ball ends up after it hits the court. Lands and ends up all the way out here. So think about that. Even if the opponent was somehow able to get that back, look at the court it opens up for Serena. And this is why the slice serve is, I think, a serve that you want to master. And if you're looking at her at the US Open this year, the serve is still so much better than everybody else. So let's take a look at some of the key fundamentals. First of all, I just love her flow that she has in her serve. Look how she just rocks back there, and she's got this beautiful setup position. I call this the tilt. So what I mean by the tilt, look how the shoulders and the arm, everything point up this way. Lots of recreational players don't do that. Another thing I want you to notice is look how her wrist gets super relaxed as she's coming down. Okay, I like to call this a weak wrist position. When you're in this weak wrist position like she is, it's actually creating power, okay, because it's making you relax. It's going to help you with what coaches like to say, whip the ball, snap the ball. It's all the pros who have great serves. They're able to really relax their hands, and just being able to do that is going to be super key for you. Also notice how her strings are facing towards the court. That's a position you want to get in. You don't want to lay those strings back the opposite way. So she's setting herself up in this beautiful tilt here, this beautiful tilt position, and then she's getting herself right here in the trophy pose as she's getting ready to hit. She's loading up those legs, and now what makes the slice really works, you can see how she's already, as she steps up. Okay, I like people lots of times to step up inside of the shoe, but she steps a little bit outside the shoe here, but it's going to help her really rotate her hips out wide to get that ball off the court. So watch as she's coiling up here how she starts to unravel her entire body. You can see her body is basically willing that serve to go out wide, and you can see there that she's also hitting towards the top of her frame. So the sweet spot changes. It's no longer right in the middle. You can see that ball right towards the top of her frame, the arm fully extended. That's another thing you want to do to be able to really get a nice amount of pop, because she's not only just slicing this ball in, she's getting a lot of power. And again, you can see her whole entire body as she's getting ready to go here, bringing the ball out wide before she even hits it. So the way those hips and shoulders on coil are really going to help you. Now you can see her really coming around the ball, so you can see that ball sliding across the court. Okay, let's take a look as it's going over the net. This is another thing that's really going to help you with a slicer. You just don't aim it at your target. It's going to gradually get there. It's kind of like a professional bowler. So look where the ball is as it's crossing the net, and then let's see where the ball lands. Look at all the action. So the ball lands there. So that's pretty impressive. So 1, 2, right there is how much movement the ball can move in a very short amount of time there because of that slice bringing it across the court. You just don't aim at your target. You anticipate the hook, again like a professional bowler anticipating how their ball is going to move, basically going from the gutter right into hitting a strike. That's what Serena's thinking about. Now, another thing I want you to think about as you're hitting this serve is that you are relaxed with the finish. I like to call this, the ice cream scoop finish. Take a look at her racket and pretend that she's got an ice cream cone there and she can lick her own tennis racket. Why is this super important? Is because it helps really get that extra action on the ball and helps you stay relaxed. Lots of times recreational players, they'll actually freeze and stop the racket after they hit the ball. She's got a huge follow through. Now take a look at the balance. Look at the toe. It's going right out to the target. So how you land is huge, because not only is it helping her get the ball out there, but let's say this player is somehow able to get this ball back in play. Well, Serena basically has that player cornered. So she's going to land and then get ready for her next shot. You see how she's landed right there, and she's basically right on her opponent. So if her opponent can get that ball back, she's going to square up and hit it right there for the winner. So that is her serving an ace out wide on the deuce side, which she uses so many times on so many big points. I really want to show you, though, my favorite is how she goes big down the tee. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I really believe that this is the best slice serve down the tee in professional tennis, men or women. Look at how she's able, first of all, she has so many, it's no longer a fluke when you do it so many times. She's able to just basically paint that line, and then, so watch, the ball is going to land here. Okay, the ball is landing on the line, and then we track the ball. Look at that. Look where it's now gone. The ball actually is crossing the sideline. That is crazy. So her opponent, again, most likely is not going to get there. She hits so many aces by bringing that extra curl after it hits the line. That's different than, just even an amazing serve that just stays right through down the court. She's actually bringing that to the opposite side. So it's hitting and moving off this way, which again makes it harder to get back. But if the ball somehow gets back in play, this opponent is so far off the court where Serena now lots of times will take this ball. If it ever comes back, most times it doesn't, but she can actually then go behind her opponent. It's going to be really hard for her opponent to have all this momentum diving out this way to the ball and then be able to go back that way. So it's an easy one. Lots of times when you see, Serena even did it last night in her match, where sometimes the lady was able to just get a serve return back and float it up, and Serena will move inside the court and take a high forehand out of the air and hit it behind her. I think she even won the set by doing that yesterday. So this is a great serve to have. So just don't think about the slice serve when you're always on, the out wide, right? When I'm a lefty, so I always think about slicing out wide here, and lots of righties think about slicing out wide to this box. But if you can get that serve down the middle, just don't go flat, but have a little hint of slice on it, look at the way you can pull that ball off the court. And again, let's take a look at how is her body doing this. So she comes here, she's got that beautiful setup that we talked about. And then as she goes up, you can see, I really think this stepping out, this little step out. So this is something you might want to play with when you want to get a little more action on the ball, because that's going to help her hips rotate around here and really pop that serve. So she steps out, and now again we can see that body turning towards the down the middle, and look at the nice relaxed finish. That racket always curls back into her head. That's how she gets that extra bit of spice on the ball. So I hopefully enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video analysis, give this video a like. Let's see how long Serena's streak can keep going at the U.S. Open. It's pretty exciting to watch. And definitely go out and really copy her serve mechanics. She has some of the best serve mechanics I've ever seen. So a great serve to copy. Subscribe if you want to see more tennis analysis videos like this. Pete from Crunch Time Coaching signing off. Hope you enjoyed this video.